continuing in this series, Build a Great Company. And we're going to get into what is your company's identity. And this builds on the last two videos, where's your company headed and who are you? Because I link the two and say, look, destination and identity matter. But you're like, okay, I can understand that or accept that, but why does who I am matter? Well, let me explain it to you this way. Your corporate identity is the foundation upon which your company is built. And you, as the entrepreneur, founder, leader, are the cornerstone to that foundation. So here's a picture of a cornerstone, and here's the way new studio architecture describes a cornerstone. A cornerstone is traditionally the first stone laid for a structure with all the other stones laid in reference. A cornerstone marks the geographical location by orienting a building in a specific direction. So if you want the building to run north, south, east, west, then you position the stone so one side's north, south, and the other's east, west. If the cornerstone gets off a little bit, well, the building is going to run north, northwest maybe, or north, northeast. It's going to be askew. And you can see from the picture how from that cornerstone, the walls just go straight out. Cornerstones have been used for millennia. In today's age, they're not so much because we have all of the technology. But here's the important point, is that you are the cornerstone and you set the direction, whether it's 10 employees, 1,000 employees, 10,000 employees. You set direction. And that's why knowing more about who you are, you can be more intentional. And knowing your corporate identity, you can be more intentional. Okay? And so I'm going to go through some things to help you figure out your corporate identity. I think you'll find this super helpful. Keep in mind, what we're doing here is we're building out the foundation, okay? The identity is the foundation. In my book, The Next Level Entrepreneur, I've got my entire strategic process, the Next Level Navigator, in it. And one of the things I did, it's not just the process, it's a story. And the character, Max North, he goes through the process and he completes his Next Level Navigator. So you've got an example of, okay, here's what this looks like. Here's what a navigator looks like. Well, a key section of the navigator is exactly what we're talking about right now. It's identity. And it begins with something I call guiding principles. So I've been working with companies for over 25 years, and in a lot of them, I've gone in and they'll have a little plaque on the wall that says core values. I may be the only person who's ever read some of those core values. I was stunned. I thought, oh my gosh, these are awesome. And nobody knew them. And I realized they're just hanging on the wall. They're static. They don't do anything. A core value might be like integrity. All right. That's awesome. A guiding principle would be honest in all our dealings. So you can, in other words, we're taking the core value and we're applying it. And now we're going to guide our company based on that. And everyone in the company can look to the guiding principles and go, okay, this is how we're going to operate. So I thought it'd be fun to share with you some examples from Max's Next Level Navigator, which is in the book. So his are, and as you hear these, listen to all of the guidance you're getting from this. So as an employee, you go, okay, here's what they do. Neighborly delivery of the freshest, healthiest foods. Wow. So there's core value all in that, but there's also guiding principle. Relationally focused team through a people come first attitude, entrepreneurial leadership to continuously innovate, produce solid returns through growth, alleviate some hunger of the hungriest. So very quickly, you get a sense of, wow, look at this. This is how I know how to operate. You know, I need to be neighborly and deliver. If I'm delivering, I need to be friendly to people. That's part of our corporate thing. That's one of our principles. But there's more than just guiding principles. One is there's a lot of clues to identity in the strengths of your company. And so for ongoing companies, it's really good to include strengths. So these are strengths that as you look over the life of the company, you go, you know, we've always been strong here. This is something that really characterizes us. And it's definitely the kind of strength we want to take into the future. So Max has some, and I just will share a few. Passionate and caring employees is a strength. Having top-notch logistics for tracking, shipping, and delivery. Innovating ways to handle product. And fair in all their dealings with employees, customers, and vendors. So you get a real sense of, wow, you can start to see in their strengths the application of the guiding principles, which is what you would expect. But there's more, okay? And you can actually just take a sentence or And actually the way that there's a process I have behind this to get to a sentence that really just describes your culture. And the culture sentence that he's got is, there's a camaraderie and esprit de corps throughout the company that balances a military precision of delivery with a neighborly, down-to-earth, Midwest personality. Okay, so you can see how you've got guiding principles in there, you've got strengths, and it's all coming down to this culture description. I want you to notice that we're building and we're going broader and broader. So we start with guiding principles, and those usually source out of the founder, the entrepreneurial leader of the company. But by the time we get all the way out to culture, we've included everybody in the company. Okay. This all leads to, what is the company's promise to its customers? And how can they count on us? And in today's language, we would call this the brand promise. You know, it's who they can count on us to be. For Max, it's reliably the freshest. So you can see he's boiled it all down and he goes, that's who we are. You know, this is our promise to the customer. When you take all of this together, it starts to become the company's identity. I would also throw in the Envision sentence, and I've got other videos on that. The Envision sentence usually captures the mission, the cause, here's who we are about. What all of this does is it unifies us in the company to act as one. So the idea is, with a clear corporate identity, you go from just being a group of people who show up and go to work together. Rather, you're tied together with purpose. And as one, there's tons of power, there's intensity, passion, there's a resoluteness to deliver the promises, the company promise, and stay focused on the direction you're headed. And to be breaking through to your next level, which I will explore in the next video. So I'd love to hear your comments on this, your ideas on identity, other characteristics to include would be great. So email with the link below or click on the comments. And I would ask you to subscribe, and they keep telling me, you got to tell them to ring the bell, ring the bell. Okay, so whatever that means, do the notification thing so you keep up and you know every time we send you a new video. All right, I really hope that helps. Now go live truly free.